What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Recap reactions already out for tonight's win against the Chicago Blackhawks, but it looks like the Jets aren't out of the news cycle just yet because the Jets have just bought at the 2022 deadline. Yes, you've heard me right. They bought a player, and it's kind of a steal. I'm not gonna lie. Welcome back, Mr. Appleton, Mason Appleton, has been reacquired by the Winnipeg Jets from the Seattle Kraken in exchange for a mid-round pick that was originally what was broken by Elliot Friedman on Twitter, and then minutes later, Darren Dreger confirms it with credit going to Jason Bell of the Winnipeg Free Press, and it is being confirmed that the Jets have given up a fourth-round pick in 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, Mason Appleton is back, and I, for one, could not be happier. Like this is actually great. Now, my only cause of concern going into this was that the Winnipeg Jets would still not be selling anybody. That this is them buying and they're going to stand pat. And I was worried about that. When this news first broke, I got really worried about that. Because, yes, I love Appleton coming back for a fourth-round pick. I think that's a steal. I was nervous it was going to be a second-round pick. But a fourth for Appleton is great. Because Appleton's had a pretty damn good year as well with Seattle. But we're not going to talk about that just yet. What we need to talk about is actually Frank Seravalli on Twitter. I'm just pulling up his tweet right now. Let's go over to the screen record and show you guys it. Because there it is right now from Frank Seravalli talking about how it sounds like the NHL Jets have moving parts tonight or tomorrow. Talks about the verge of acquiring Mason Appleton. That has already been completed, like I said, for that fourth-round pick. But right here, I am told the Jets have 2 second-round picks on the table for Andrew Kopp, but are looking for a first, possibly tomorrow, ? That is the big news. It looks like the Jets will still be trading Andrew Kopp. They're holding out for a first, but even that with 2 second-round picks, if they're even in the first year, I would think that 2 second-round picks in the same draft are honestly on the same type of value as a late first-round pick, in my opinion. Especially in this year's draft, there's a lot of sneaky talent in the later rounds. It's great to see that the Jets are looking to actually still trade Kopp. That's why I'm actually happy about this trade for Mason Appleton. If you trade out a fourth for Mason Appleton, and you're possibly getting a return of 2 second-round picks or a first-round pick going into this draft, plus maybe something else on the side of that as well, that's huge. And then as well as Paul Stastny, Nathan Beaulieu's expiring, Brendan Dillon has shown a lot of interest, as well as since the Sherratt stuff went down. There's a lot of good stuff right now about the Winnipeg Jets, and that's a lot to be positive about. We go and flip over to Mason Appleton's stats this year. Look at what he's had. This is positive stuff to talk about. 49 games played, 6 goals, 11 assists for 17 points in the year with a bad Kraken team. As we all know, he was really, really good last year in the Canadian division with the Jets. 56 games played, 12 goals, 13 assists, 25 points. He was one of the more consistent goal scorers we had on that third line. He had some minutes as well in the second line as well, and first line at times. In the playoffs, he played 8 games, put up 3 points. Mason Appleton knows the system and is a good young player and an established NHL player. He's played 187 games, got 26 goals, 34 assists for 60 points in almost 200 games, just shy of it. That's not terrible at all. This is a young guy in a bottom 6 role that you acquire for a fourth. I actually think he's really good to keep down there as well. We have his rights as well. He'll be an RFA at the end of this year. This is a good move for the Jets. I'm actually happy. I didn't like losing Appleton, but I swallowed it. This makes a lot of sense for them now. And the only thing that will frustrate me about this at the end of the trade deadline is whether or not the Jets will actually acquire some, other picks to back up the one they just lost for the fourth. As long as they still trade out some guys and they buy a little bit for this retool they're in, I'm okay with it. Because honest to God, ask yourselves, Mason Appleton, compare him to another guy you might pay for in free agency. Would you not want team control with a guy that knows the system, is a Jets draft pick, spent 3 years with the Jets? This is a good move for us. Not to mention his advanced stats are pretty solid. I know that's small right now to look at, but it gets the picture down across. All of his advanced stats are solid. He's not really weak anywhere. He's got no weak advanced stats. This is a guy with a lot of potential to grow. He's only 25 years old. I like him on the third line, and I think he's going to develop into a good third-line goal scorer. This is a good move for the Jets. And I can't believe I'm saying that because they bought, and that's exactly the opposite I wanted to see them do. But like I said, when we go back and talk about what Frank Seravalli was saying, as long as the Jets make a move to acquire at least those 2 seconds, or if they end up holding out and getting a first, that's where the real value is going to be in this year's trade deadline. Kopp is showing so much interest that this is a good... think about this, guys. Kopp is garnering so much interest right now from teams that the Jets can trade him out, keep the assets you get, and still buy and have a ton of value leaving this trade deadline for the future and for the offseason. That's a perfect trade deadline for what a team needs to do when they're in a retooling situation where they need to acquire new coaching staff. Does this solve everything for the Jets immediately? Absolutely not. Does this solve everything for the Kraken even? Absolutely not either. In my opinion, the Kraken kind of sold low on Mason Appleton with a 4th round pick. I really thought they might get at least a 3rd or a 2nd for him. So I'm happy with this. I think this makes a lot of sense. I'm a little shocked, to be honest with you guys, that they went out and bought. But they bought a guy that I like, a guy that knows the system, and is kind of young and still knows that it can get better. Like I liked Mason Appleton a lot those 3 years he was with the Jets. A lot. I thought he was going to develop into a really good guy for us. If we lose Kopp and he is the replacement for him on that 3rd line, I'm definitely okay with that going into next season. But let me know what your thoughts are, Jets fans and Kraken fan. Did you want to see more values, Kraken fan, from getting Kraken's fan, whatever the Kraken. Sounds weird saying that. I don't know why. It sounds like almost like a tongue twister. But Kraken fans, are you happy with this move? Do you like it or do you hate it? Let me know what your thoughts are. Jets fans, how excited are you? How upset are you? Let me know what your thoughts are down in the comment section below. As always, make sure to go in the description down below. Hit the follow link on Twitter. Follow me on Instagram. Check out the Prairie Puck Podcast, as well as sign up for a BetUS account today with code PIGCITY to get a 125% cash deposit bonus on your first deposit of $100 or more. It must be 19 plus to play. Know your limit. Play within it. BetUS is one of the top online sports books as well as online casinos and horse betting websites in North America. They offer everything from multi-staged bets to simple wins or loss bets. Anything you want to play, from the money line to crazy trifectas in horse racing, BetUS has you covered. Go sign up with the link down in the description today. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching this video. We'll be covering all the other breaking news that surrounds the Winnipeg Jets and all the other amazing trades and big trades that will be happening and shaking down the landform of the NHL. So with all that being said, peace, love, and positivity as always. I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a great rest of your day. Go Jets, go! And bye-bye.